just want to reinforce what we talked about a few weeks ago, and that is how important feedback is. This combo shot is a great example. Last week I felt I was just about finished, but after getting some more eyes on it, I discovered that some areas which I thought were landing really weren't. Oftentimes we get so close to what we're working on, we can't see the areas that need improvement, and that's where we need others to see those areas for us. So let's show where I was last time and how what I have now is hopefully better. What you're looking at here on the top is last week's version, and on the bottom is where I'm at now. So a couple of things that were pointed out to me and things that I needed to adjust. First off, we always talk about keeping the character moving forward. Well, right off the bat, I'm breaking that rule on the top, if you'll see. On the top, I've got him moving backwards as he anticipates. And so what I've done to change that is it's real subtle, but he's moving just slightly forward, incorporating the anticipation into his forward movement. So that was one thing that was addressed. The next was, let's see, this pose. This pose was very well received. It's important to hear what is working as well as what's not working. The last thing you want to do is take something out of your animation that was working fantastic before. All right, now we'll get into the meat of it. And the meat of it was this second attack. The second attack just really wasn't landing, and there was a lot of things that were making that happen. First was this step forward was too big. So you can see down below I've shortened that up. The second was that the spacing on that swing felt off, particularly up here as this axe is kind of, floating up in the air before it comes down. And what's probably related to this is maybe there's not enough momentum built into this swing to bring the axe all the way directly behind him like I have here. Whereas on the bottom, it is more at an angle, and then he drags it behind him. And then one more thing. See, this attack had a lot of issues. I guess this one's going into the final attack, is this footwork. If you're looking at the top, this footwork felt awkward to some people. And you can see it's that pivot right there. It's a weird pivot that I don't know if you can really do in real life. If you could, it certainly wouldn't be this graceful. So what we did to address that was add another step. And instead of him leading with the left leg, he's now leading with that right leg. So I think you can see the difference. Here's the left leg. This is the right leg. And then finally, to kind of round it all out, was on the top, again, I'm breaking that rule. I am moving backwards in the animation. So what I've done to address that is while he's pulling that axe forward, he steps into the combat idol pose instead of falling backwards into it, which is kind of nice too, because it gives it a little bit more texture. You're pulling the axe one way and the body is moving another way. Okay, so I really do feel like I'm almost there now on this particular shot. I still need to do some polish on this and on the other shots in the series, but after that, it's time to stitch them together. And that's what we'll be talking about in a future video. Thanks for watching.